Well, all right. So we got the incense burning, the pendulum swinging, and we're opening up ourselves to the experiences that may happen in this fucking room. I
This
guess
is
we're
the creepiest room in the house to experience these things.
yeah. I guess we're ready to talk about some supernatural stuff today. So
What were we talking about?
Nazis built the pyramids.
The
the
Nazis
aliens started the Holocaust. It's just
We're talking about serial killers today. They're ghosts.
it's only going to get worse from here. Welcome everybody to The Calling Couple. I am your host Gage, along with my beautiful co-host
Sage.
And today we're going to be talking about Supernatural, the television show, and some of the experiences we've been dealing with.
Might as well just throw them both in, you know?
Yeah, why not? I mean, come on now. So, before we get this episode started, if you guys have been following us, this is our 20th fucking episode. Holy shit. Been doing this for several months now. Holy crap.
Several.
I mean, coming out with an episode every week, and been doing this for, good God, I think back since January, February. Like I've
something like that.
I've forgotten how long we've actually been doing this.
Well, we do it once a week, and we had 20 episodes, so just count back from there.
Look, it's still too early. I may have had a couple cups of coffee, but I have never been good at math, so don't make me do that. Okay.
Okay. I won't.
All right. But no. So we are asking that if you are starting out with this episode, go ahead and give us a like, and subscribe if you haven't already, and fucking leave us a comment down below of what you guys have been thinking so far of our episodes and where you would like to see us go from here. But other than that, we're going to go ahead and break off into this. So we're going to start off with the show Supernatural, starring Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki as Sam and Dean Winchester, which we got to also give props to the main star of the actual show, the 1967 Chevy Impala with the 327, 3 on the tree, 4-door, beautiful car. Absolutely the main star of the whole fucking series.
Main star.
Yeah, baby. So, where do we want to kick off with that? Because
well, we're talking about Baby, so we're kicking off with Baby.
Baby is just an absolute beautiful car. Like it's definitely one of those cars that shows off that a family sedan style vehicle for back in the 60s could be a fucking badass looking
And that
vehicle.
fucking trunk space, I tell you.
Oh, for real. And what's so cool though is like a lot of people don't realize that you can always tell a 67 compared to a 66 and a 68. The 67 is the only year they came out with the rectangular taillights. 66 still had the circular taillights from like the 64 Impalas, and the 68 was the only year they came out with the half moon. So 67 is a very easy one to spot. If you see one with the rectangular taillights,
does that make it unique?
Yeah, it is the actual 67. Because they only did it one year. That was back when car manufacturers were trying something different to make their cars unique for their time.
And I know you know this because you're a car guy.
Mm-hmm.
But in the episode about Baby, it does talk about that.
Yep. And that, so like for anybody that's looking to get a 67 Impala.
Oh, me, hands, me.
Oh, absolutely. I found
me.
I found a lot of them that are the 2 doors, which I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I mean, the 2 doors that you see them come with the fucking Munster transmission and shit, which are very fucking cool to have. But me, I'm more of I want the 4-door. If I'm gonna fucking get one, I want to be able to make it look exactly like Baby from the show. And I'm talking about the trunk to the fucking toy soldier stuffed in the fucking ashtray.
Yes. Peel back the lining and freaking carve in their initials and everything in the back.
Oh yeah. So yeah, no, that's definitely a car I would love to have.
But speaking of Baby herself, everyone talks about how on the show, like, it is so unrealistic how Sam and Dean always die and come back. You know who died the most on that show? Baby. I know Dean likes to say, like, oh, she's never died. She always starts for me and all that kind of stuff. And be like, dude, you have rebuilt that car every season twice.
And it was actually...
that car dies so many times in the show.
It was actually the episode in... believe it was season 1, where the truck slams into the side of her. And
that's the season finale.
That was the one that got me into the show because I was so pissed when I saw that episode. It was the first episode I watched and actually sat down and watched it. And it pissed me off when I saw that car get hit because I was just like, fucking Hollywood.
The worst part is that it was real.
Yeah.
Well, not that guys were in it, but they did demolish that car to make it look real.
Mm-hmm.
And it is still on the lot.
Yeah.
And everything. Tree growing up in the middle of it and everything.
Oh, that pissed me off so badly because I hate that about Hollywood is that they take these cars that are really becoming very, very fucking hard to find for anybody. That they're just
smushing them.
Yeah, just crushing them because it's just like, oh, well, we got to have it for the show. Dude, stop it, okay?
And if you're going to do that, if you're going to have like a nice car in the show, like, quit smushing it. You know, like we have CGI for that shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, get like a beater car and smush that, but then like use CGI to make it look like it was the other car.
Yeah.
Quit ruining these cars, man.
Oh, I know.
Especially when you give personalities to.
But then you see
I think I cried more when Baby died.
But then you see more in season 2 where he's slowly rebuilding it and shit, and I'm just like, okay, all right, but still, that pissed me off.
Yeah, right when he rebuilds it, and then he takes the
crowbar
to it and smashes it again. I'm just like, no, you just rebuild that.
He was still in the process of rebuilding it.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
So, let's go ahead and go into more of the show. Like, for me, honestly, if you guys have never watched this show, go ahead and just check it out. And,
spoilers.
Yeah, but it's also one of those stop at season 5 because that's where it's supposed to end. After that, Eric Kripke, who wrote the show, is gone. It gets a little
confusing after that, a little bit. I hate to say unrealistic because the show is supernatural based, and that just is unrealistic. But it just gets ridiculous. That's a better word.
Yeah,
it gets ridiculous after season 5. I watched every season, every single. There's 15. I watched them all. I watched every episode.
I
do not regret any of it. Maybe season 7. I might regret season 7.
I got up to season 8 and I was just like, "What the fuck?"
I think you got to season 7 and then was like, that season was so stupid. You're just like, I am not even gonna look at another season.
I watched some of the episodes later on to
if I was
see how it's going.
If I was watching them, you would. You watched them a little bit of the last season with me. Because you're just like, it's the last season, I gotta give it a shot. Which you didn't. You kind of just glanced at it every now and then.
I watched the last episode. And I was
there you go.
I was like, okay.
I watched it first, and I was like, it's actually pretty good. You should watch it. It was good.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. What was cool, though, was like a couple of the towns that they said they had in the show, like in season 1 or season 1 or season 2, where they were like, yeah, we're in Guthrie, Oklahoma. I was like, oh shit. And then we're like, that's not Guthrie at all, because we live right by Guthrie.
Yeah, that's when we kind of realized. I don't know why it took us that long to realize that they weren't actually shooting in those towns.
Which is bullshit.
But we should have realized that so long ago.
But then they said that they went to Grants Pass, Oregon, and I was like, fuck yeah, because I used to live there. I was like, fuck yeah, this is
everything
great.
Is shot.
And then I watched it, and I was like, that is not Grants Pass whatsoever.
Yeah, everything is shot over there in Canada, man.
Fucking Canada.
Yeah, nothing is shot over here, man.
Ugh, fucking stupid. But, yeah, so I was kind of disappointed with that. I was like, man, that would have been great if they'd actually shot on location. Give those towns some fucking props for having something shot in their area and all that. But it is what it is. Fucking Canada.
Favorite episode?
Favorite episode? Oh, man. Okay. My favorite episode is the first time they run across the Djinn.
Oh, yeah, the Djinn, yeah.
Where Dean is in his fantasy world and shit.
Yeah, in his, like, perfect world. But it's not perfect. It's just...
Mm-hmm.
Which I love. Like, of course people fall for that. Because if it was perfect, they would realize quickly that this wasn't real.
Yep.
But it wasn't. Like, how did the Djinn know? You know, how did they know not to make it perfect, just to change one little fact?
Yeah. Basically putting you in an alternate reality and shit. And
so good. I love the Djinn's power. I love their ability. It's almost merciful.
Yeah, as they slowly kill you.
I know. I get that the fact that the Djinn are draining them dry and all that kind of stuff, but they get a perfect full life in their heads.
Yeah, draining you dry just like the fucking IRS.
Truth be told.
So what is your favorite episode?
Oh, that's hard. Oh, that's so difficult for me. I love them all so much.
Pudding?
No, I mean, it's a really good episode, but it's probably one of my favorite lines, but it's not my favorite episode. Gosh, which episode do I always go back to? Oh, season 5 finale.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, season 5 finale, yes.
It was so great
Oh,
until
I
the
love
very fucking end, and you see Sam standing there outside the
Oh,
house.
yeah.
I was like,
Yep.
oh, come on.
Yep. It was so good. Finally, spoilers. Like Sam's. I'm not a Sam fan. I'm sorry for everybody who is. I know
No.
I got some sisters out there who are just like, what the fuck, man?
Nope.
Sam is the best.
Dean all the way.
I'm a Dean girl, and I'm also not really a fan of Sam. I don't like him. I don't know why. He's like a really nice guy, but I'm just like, I hate him. I hate him so much. I don't hate him so much. I just really dislike his very hypocritical character. You know, at least Dean is who Dean says he is. But
Yeah.
Sam is not. Sam is a two-faced, self-centered little bitch. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, it's like, if you really watch the show like I do, you're going to see that. But a lot of people are just like, oh my god, he's so sweet, he's so nice, he cares about people and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, not really. You know?
I would say this though, my favorite portrayal of Jared Padalecki is when when Dean goes to the future and sees Sam as Satan.
Yeah, as Lucifer.
That was
yeah.
fucking
We don't say
great.
Satan.
Sorry. As Lucifer.
We are in Supernatural. We do not say Satan.
When he sees him as Lucifer, like, that was fucking great. I really did enjoy his portrayal of that,
Oh,
of how
yeah.
he acted and all that kind of. I was like, dude, nice.
I mean, I love the dude who plays Lucifer.
Yeah,
but
in the later
freaking
season.
Jared Padalecki just nailed it. I'm like, that. And also, I think he did so good because his character was supposed to be the perfect vessel
Yeah.
for Lucifer. So, props, man. That was amazing. He did so good.
Yeah. And no, that was one of my favorite scenes of, like, honestly, would you take that deal that he was offering? Because, like, he gave him...
Oh, I don't know the deal. What was it?
It was just more of, like, you need to accept this because this is where it's just going to be. Like, no matter what you do, it's inevitable. You're going to end up right here. This is how it's supposed to end. And it kind of gives you that sense of, fuck, this is where the show is going to go. And then they find some way to get out of it, to change that timeline. But even still,
always
when you
find a
got
way.
that glimpse of, like, where it's supposed to end up, was pretty nice. So there's also my favorite actress on the show that has recently passed away, and I was very sad to hear that. Not only was she in Supernatural, but she was also in Jeepers Creepers 2. Her character in Supernatural was the first version of Meg.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she did pass away.
Uh-huh.
Oh, she...
And she actually was born and raised most of her life over here in Hennessy, Oklahoma. Not very far from where we're at.
Man, she died young.
Mm-hmm, she did. And but I absolutely loved her portrayal as Meg. She was probably my favorite one out of the, 2 or 3 actresses that played her. You had the one where... Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So... honestly, she was probably my favorite one. Plus, when they brought her back after the demon let go of her body and it was more of her vengeful spirit and shit, like, very, very well done. So, I was definitely looking forward to more of her acting from different shows and movies and stuff. But we won't get that no more. But I did want to give props off to her because she really sold the show for me from when I started watching it.
So Meg is your favorite non-main star character?
Mm-hmm.
Mine's tough.
If you say Crowley, I swear
Oh,
to God.
come on, man. He's amazing.
Don't get me wrong.
You say Crowley. I fucking love Crowley, man. He went from this badass motherfucking character to this soft little demon boy who's like, I think he might be a good guy, but not really because he's Crowley. But I'd have to say Rowena, his mama.
Yeah. I would say, like...
You go fuck yourself. Rowena is amazing. I love Rowena.
Yeah, too much.
She survives, man.
Well, for me, the show really lost its luster when it started becoming too bubbly and light and not as scary as it used to be. because the first 5 seasons there were some
Terrifying.
episodes that were fucking scary.
Yeah.
Like, you're watching it, you're just like, Jesus
And that's
Christ.
even coming from the main stars of the show,
Mm-hmm.
saying that, like, I couldn't watch the first 5 seasons because I got scared.
Yeah, Misha Collins was actually
Misha. Yeah, that's who I'm talking about.
was quoted by saying, like, yeah, I watched the first season and I almost couldn't watch it because before I even got on the show because of how scary it was, and then I got on here and it was like, holy shit.
I do agree with that about how it used to be scary and just these badass characters who are just like all powerful, and then like as the show progresses they just become bleh, you know, like Misha's character.
Mm-hmm.
Castiel, like this is just badass angel, just like his intro still, like, you even like registered as one of the most badass character introductions in any show.
Oh yeah. Oh
Like,
yeah.
his introduction was fucking terrifying, almost scarier than the monsters in the show.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Well-
like just this like flashing of lights, like a poltergeist almost, but it's a fucking angel. There's like flashing of lights, and then this noise that's
The
so
searing
loud.
in
Yeah, the
ears,
searing in
noise.
the ears and all that kind of stuff. And then suddenly, just whoop, out of nowhere, this dude just shows up in the middle of the room, just, and everything pushes away from his form and all that, and it just starts walking towards Dean, and I'm just like, fuck, run, Dean, run. And he can't, then I'm just like, ah, and then I was like, oh, okay, he's a good guy.
Now, see, I absolutely loved it. I think it was the final episode of season 2 that I absolutely loved, that really got me, was because you watched all this build up to it, and when you finally see it and you see Dean in hell and he's sitting there screaming for Sam.
Is that the isn't season 2?
I believe so, because I think it's season 3 that they bring Castiel in. It might be season 3, but it's that episode. I fucking love that episode.
Yeah,
for
you
whenever,
like, yeah, when the Hellhounds are after him.
Yeah.
And he finally, and they win.
Yeah, and they
That
finally
was
take
the
him to
most-
hell.
That was the most, like, just, okay, I'm trying to describe, what was that? Most dreading, most foreboding, most hopeless. Oh my god, I couldn't think of the word fucking hopeless. That's the most hopeless episode ever, because you just know the whole time they're gonna find a way. Like, Sam's gonna figure it out. And Dean's over here just like, it's not gonna happen, man. Like, it's
Yeah.
not, like, just give up, man. Just let me die.
Even though he was willing to be like, yeah, I've kind of just let it happen. Even when you see him down there, he's just still screaming for his brother. And
Oh
shit.
my
It was
god,
like,
yes. Oh, so sad, so sad. I don't know why it doesn't get me when Sam does it. When Sam's in hell and he's screaming for Dean, it does not affect me at all.
It doesn't have the same
I'm just like,
impact.
meh,
It
but-
does. It is just not built up the
Maybe
right
it's
way.
the big sister in me. Maybe that's why I vibe with Dean so well.
It could be. It could be. But, I mean, it just didn't have the same build-up and impact like the first time it happened. Which, I mean, yet again, they were trying to do what they already had done.
Oh,
And
and the grotesqueness of Dean being just mauled by the
Mm-hmm.
hellhounds was just terrifying. Like, that was a horror movie episode.
oh, yeah.
They just ripped to shreds, blood everywhere, just...
Yeah, but then
But
you...
so good, so
but
good.
Yet again, season 5 and season 1 to season 5, you had some great fucking villains. You had some great antagonists, hero antagonists. You had some great side characters. You had and you had great stories.
That show ran so long that anything you want to happen in a show happens.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if like any kind of character arc you enjoy, you're gonna get that. I mean, Lucifer himself for a little bit becomes a good guy.
Yeah, I know, which was like really.
It was really stupid. I don't like it because, like, when they really defeated him, honestly,
Mm-hmm.
not at the end of season 5, because all they did was lock him up. He was not defeated. He was just biding his time like he did before.
Mm-hmm.
But when they truly defeated him in, like, season 8, 9, I don't fucking know. There's just too many.
Mm-hmm.
And then suddenly got brought back to life somehow. He was totally different, and it was the same actor playing him, but they rewrote his character or some shit, and he acted differently than he did before. Because before, like you said, characters that start out so badass and then become wimpy little bitches afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
They did that to him, and it fucking pissed me off. I'm just like, Lucifer is supposed to be this almost all-powerful type of fucking person, and you're making him like this. Like, stop.
Well,
Oh, one person besides Jared Padalecki played Lucifer right, and then didn't. And then, like, the person who originally played him got him back, and then because possession.
Right.
Freaking Misha Collins got to play Lucifer for a little bit.
He also got to play the Leviathan, the Angel.
Speaking of, Misha Collins is so good at going back and forth between characters. I love his Castiel the best because it's like his no emotions. I don't know what emotions are kind of thing.
I don't know what you want me to
do. Why does the pizza guy keep spanking the babysitter? What has she done wrong? Are you watching porn? Fucking love Castiel.
Yeah. No, but that's the thing though, is like when you get all the way from season 1 to season 5, you had great build, you had great story, you had all this stuff that was making good sense, and you had great actors that were coming in that were still basically nobodies that were putting on these portrayals that when you see them in other shit, that's all you can think about is their portrayal in that show. That you're just like, oh, okay, great. But after season 5, it was more of like, what can we do? Where can we go from here? How can we cram this in here and make it work? And there was just too much. Like, the one thing that I didn't understand, like, I don't know if because like I said, I haven't watched.
Yeah, you haven't.
I haven't watched a lot of it. Like, whatever happened to the fucking Antichrist? Like, they had him in there and then fucking did nothing with him.
No, they didn't really ever. I don't think they ever got into it. But I think he took his parents and jumped universes because they kind of deviled. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep that because I meant dived, but I said deviled, and I'm leaving it there. They deviled into it a little bit in the later seasons, like 13 or 14, about how there's alternate timelines. And there's like an apocalyptic timeline and all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. And also we know from the TV episode where they go into a universe where they go into our universe.
Oh, yeah.
Where Supernatural is just a show.
Mm-hmm.
So there is Eric Kripke was on there and he got shot up and all that shit. That was funny. So funny. I love that episode. It really kind of fucked me up a little bit because I'm just like, oh shit, are we just a universe where all of our favorite shows are just TV shows and in other universes it's real?
Whoa. Pull yourself back in. Pull yourself back.
Okay. I'm trying. So anyways, they deviled into it a little bit in 13 or 14 and alternate timelines. And then that's where I think the Antichrist and his parents went. After he turned Castiel into a toy.
Yeah.
And then once he grabbed his parents and went into a different multiverse, went to a different universe. And then Castiel turned back into an angel. But I think that's where he is. I think they might have, I can't remember if they did or not, but I think there might have been an episode about it. But kind of like you guys keep asking, here you go, that's all you're going to get.
Ah, dear Lord. Well,
but remember, they replaced him. The little boy we're talking about, the Antichrist episode. He was just the son of a demon who was possessing a woman, and the woman got pregnant with another demon.
Mm-hmm.
It was just two normal demons possessed bodies and made a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But then Lucifer himself had a son, and, Castiel and Sam and Dean raised that dude. I can't remember his name either.
Oh, really Lord.
I'm really bad. Everyone's going to be
No, I'm saying, oh, Lord, to the whole fact that there's another Antichrist.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I wish I could remember his name. Yeah, the freaking teenage dude that's with them in the later seasons.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, that's Lucifer's son. That's the actual Antichrist.
Mm.
But, Sam and Dean and Castiel got a hold of him. And so they raised him, and so it's Castiel's son now.
All right. Yeah, Jesus.
Well, Castiel's technically his uncle.
True, but... They were really stretching. They were stretching.
You know what's weird is that actor looks like you took Misha Collins and Jensen Ackles and smushed them together. So it's even funnier because a lot of people say that. A lot of people are just like, that is Castiel and Dean's baby.
Well, let's go ahead and start wrapping up this segment of this episode with where they should have gone from there. We had the Wayward Sisters or whatever, which was...
Oh, yeah. I liked that episode, man. I'm really mad that it didn't take off.
Which was fine, but if you're going to do a spinoff, I always felt that if you're going to do something like that, you should do it 20 years prior to the first episode.
That's exactly what they did.
Hold on. No, they didn't. They did it where the officer picked up adopted those two girls and moved on and all that kind of stuff, right? Where the girls turn into hunters.
That's the Wayward Sisters.
Yeah, that's
that didn't pick up. That show didn't go. It's the Winchesters is what's doing it now.
Oh no. Okay, well, what I was meaning is like the Wayward Sisters we had and all, but like do it 20 years before, but get rid of the Winchesters completely. Like you could have what's their dad's name? The dad coming in and out of as a cameo spot.
Oh, John.
Yeah, John.
Oh, you meant Sam and Dean's dad.
Yeah.
It was like you wanted to get rid of the Winchesters, so I don't know what dad you're talking about.
Okay, so the Winchester dad, have him come in and out as a cameo spot and all, but make it to where it was Ellie's bar, where you had a bunch of fucking supernatural, or you had hunters that were coming in and out of the bar, swapping stories, and then you'd flash into the stories that they're talking about. That kind of thing. That would have been so much better than what we're getting out of it, because then you could really dive into different characters, different fucking arc builds, different monsters and shit like that, where you really could have had some fun with it. But they kind of dropped the ball on that, and I'm just like, dude, what the fuck?
They really did. They just wanted something more like what already was going on with the traveling and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So they just did that. But I think stationary stories would have been better, like coming from Ellie's bar and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like you had one place that was the root of all these stories that were coming through, because that's where all the hunters would gather, and you would have Ellie as a younger person, so you could have recasted her.
Yeah, and we could have got John and her's beef story. Yeah, that would have been great.
Yeah, you could have had that whole story about how John got her husband killed and shit. Like that's what I'm saying. Is like you could have really fucking done it right.
We could have had Bobby meet. Oh gosh,
Rufus.
Yeah, we could have had Bobby meet Rufus. It would have been really fucking good.
It would have been way better,
and it's so nostalgic.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, we got this freaking Winchesters about when John met Mary, and all of their hunting adventures.
We already had that,
and we didn't, and new characters. And it's like we wanted nostalgia, not new. We're to go back in time. Like, oh, cool, we get to meet all those old characters again. Nope, you don't know a single one of these fucking characters, and they're all gonna die before Supernatural actually happens.
Yep.
I'm just like, I hate it. I haven't watched a single episode, not one episode. I've only seen the commercials, and I know I'm gonna hate it. So I'm just like, no. Which is weird because the commercials kind of make it look very witchy, and if you don't know me, I'm really into witchy shit. But because it's supernatural, and it's not supernatural, it's some kind of charmed ripoff.
Oh God,
that's what it is. I swear to God, it's supposed to be a supernatural show, but it's just a charmed ripoff. That's all it is, and I'm really pissed off about it.
Well, yeah, that's kind of where I felt that if we're gonna get a spinoff show, that's where they could have really rooted everything, gave everybody, all the fans, what they wanted, and elaborated on some backstories of stuff that we've already heard.
Yeah.
Kind of like what Star Wars did with Rogue One, like doing something like that, where you heard a story and then they elaborated on it and made a badass film out of it. So
they're not elaborating on shit.
It's not like they can sit there and say, well, we kind of ran out of ideas, so we kind of went with this way. No. Listen to the fans, and not just the fans that are like, I'm a diehard. I will slit my wrist if I ever got rejected by Dean.
And
it's
like that.
Like, Jesus Christ, calm down.
Oh, okay.
Something like this could have made the show better and make it last longer. To where we could even had episodes where Sam and Dean go back in the past and you see them as a cameo spot. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, well.
I was like, Dean has already cameoed in the new Winchester show with Baby. Baby cameoed as well.
So that's...
Baby's a time machine now.
Oh, God.
Anybody wanted to know that?
Jesus. Oh, my God.
They DeLorean that motherfucker.
I'm so glad that I'm just like season 5 is where it ended.
Yeah, you're just keep telling yourself that, baby. Everything else is just a stupid spinoff.
Yeah, the last 2 seconds where you see Sam doesn't exist. Okay.
Yeah, it's just an alternate reality where they make this whole Supernatural spinoff. It's just called Supernatural with all the same characters.
So we kind of gonna leave that one there. So if you guys haven't checked out the show, check it out. And if you have, leave us a comment down below what your favorite episode, your favorite character, any of that kind of shit. We'd love to hear about it. And
I got another line I like.
Okay.
It's a Castiel line. Where Dean goes, "What's wrong with you? I found a bar. And I drank it. Oh, no. A liquor store.
Yeah.
I found a liquor store. And I drank it. Love that.
Yeah. Hey there, I'm Yvonne Lux. Not only am I the first trillionaire, but I'm a man captivated by phones and space. I've teamed up with Bucking Reels to put the first group of Americans on Mars. Once landed, our Amerithase will build the first cell towers on Mars. We will prove that our 69 LTE speed can outperform any of the other competitors. With this plan, you can even phone home. Switch and upgrade to my 69 LTE plan today by visiting your local Bucking Reels. And coming soon, I'll be purchasing Tinder. Get less swipes with triple the price. So now we're gonna move on to Supernatural. And no, not the show.
Experiences. I'm just like, I was very confused. I'm like, did we just glitch?
No, we're in the Supernatural. So we're gonna talk about a little bit some of the experiences that we've been dealing with here recently, like fucking Jesus Christ. So
well,
yeah,
I've just been like a side character.
Yeah. So like ever since my wreck, like honestly, I remember hitting the deer, but I don't remember hitting the ground, and I don't know for that time I was in the air to the time I woke up dragging my face on the ground. Don't remember a goddamn thing.
He died. That's what we've come to the conclusion of, and that when he hit the ground, it came back.
Yeah, but I don't think I came back in my right universe. So, but it's been weird because I've had a lot of different cravings and a lot of different things happening.
I didn't know if you wanted to dive into the alternate universe theory. That's a little extreme. But if you want to, I'm down for it, man.
I'm just saying.
Let's confuse everybody.
There are some things that have been going on around here that I just don't remember or recollect or recall of me experiencing that people say I have. And I'm like, what the fuck?
But a lot of people have said that is very normal after an accident and with medication that you're on.
True.
So it's very normal to not remember things.
Yes, but we're fucking into the occult and supernatural, so I'm gonna fucking believe whatever I want to believe.
I'm gonna believe the occult stuff first. Thank you. Thank you for your rationality, but the occult.
I am stuck in my gauge mania. All right, like I'm in an alternate universe now. But no, like craving of cheese. I've never been like a huge cheese person. Like I like pepper jack cheese on my sandwich, and that's really about it. Like I like some cheese, but here lately I've been craving
cheese. Like cheese. He wants cheese on everything, and that is not something he does. Like, I noticed first. Yeah. Because I'm almost like, you don't like cheese. Why do you, like, every meal we've made, I'll make it normal, like I do for him. And then I put cheese on my shit, because I fucking love cheese. And he's like, man, I wish you'd put some cheese on mine. I want some cheese on it. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I'm like, but I'll continue to make things. And he goes, you know what this needs? This needs some cheese on it. Mm-hmm. I'm just like, yeah, I mean, it does, but, like, you don't normally like cheese on this particular meal. And he'd be like, oh, well, it sounds good today. I'm like, all right. And just continue. Just like, it was really weird. I noticed it pretty quick. And then it just kept getting like, you wanted cheese on every meal. Mm. I'm just like, you even wanted some cheese on some stuff that I don't put cheese on for myself.
Yeah, I know. It's been...
That's when I was like, okay, I gotta say something.
I mean, it's not that uncommon to have cheese on your ice cream or sprinkle some Parmesan in your beer.
I don't mean that bad. I just mean like...
No, but like, even some of our friends have noticed a slight change.
Yeah, you're different. Which I will tell to the rational people, that is not uncommon after a life-altering accident where you could have died. Like, you could have died. But me and you are under the impression that you did die.
I think I did. I mean, some people would be like, oh, you just got knocked out. The only thing is, though, is the way I landed. I mean... You
should be dead.
I should. I mean,
you landed on your head.
You
should be dead.
Landed on my head, no injuries to my brain, my spine, nothing.
And they knew right away. Like, when they brought you to the hospital, that's the first thing they checked, because they were just like, he's going to be brain dead. There's something wrong with his brain. There's no fucking way.
Yeah, they were like, he's got a hemorrhage.
Yeah, there's no helmet. The way you landed, the freaking ripped off half your forehead, which I don't know how they got it to look that good, because it looks really good now.
I know, I got a rugged scar
now. A rugged scar cracks his eyebrow down, but when I saw him in the hospital, I thought his face was gone, because it was just ripped down and up, actually. How the fuck did you do that?
That's what I'm saying. I don't remember how I landed.
Yeah,
but
it was bad though. It was like you skidded. It's like you skidded forward, but then skidded this way.
But see, I don't understand how I landed. That's the thing. Is like I landed, but nothing else on my body really fucking hurt.
The way you described it was that you felt your face scraping the ground.
Yeah.
And then you lifted up. Mm-hmm. You had to have landed on your fucking face.
I don't know.
If that's what woke you up, it has to be how you landed. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying, but I'm saying you landed on your head, you should be dead.
But I mean, we've had some friends that are just like, dude, you're different. Like you're not the same. Like you don't feel or act the same like you used to.
You don't feel the same.
I don't.
In energy wise.
I really don't. Like I feel like something's different. It's definitely something that I'm just like, man, I don't really wish on anybody because something just doesn't feel right with me. Like emotionally and even physically, of course. But like my mindset's way different than what it used to be. And people were like, well, yeah, that's what happens after a trauma event and all, which I get. But it's something that to me, it's minute that is off, that is different, that I'm just like, I can't place it.
Yes, I see what you mean. People are just like, well, yeah, you would be different after a life-altering experience like that. It's like, I get that, and yes, people are. But it is a choice to be different, right? People think, oh my God, I almost died. I need to reevaluate my life. Mm-hmm. I need to do this. I need to do that, right? That is a conscious choice to change. You woke up and you just were different.
Yeah.
You didn't choose to be different. You just were.
Yeah.
That's different. That's not the same thing as what everyone thinks. Like, well, of course you're going to be different now. I didn't choose to be different. I just suddenly am. Mm-hmm. I didn't make the conscious choice to change things in my life because of an accident. Like normal people would do in the case of in case of an accident. You just woke up and your mind thinks differently than it did before. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is what you mean when you say you are different.
Yeah, and it's very weird to...
You've had panic attacks over it.
I have. Like the other night, we were coming home from a graduation of our friend's daughter, and on our way home, a couple of coyotes ran out in front of the car, and...
Well, that's PTSD.
Yeah, and it honestly gave me a panic attack to where, I freaked out because all I did was go right back into that deer running out in front of me, but...
That's not quite what I mean when I said that.
No, and I do have panic attacks on the aftermath of like just sitting around the house and feeling like something's just not right. Yeah. Something doesn't feel like it used to. It is definitely it's fucking God. It's really weird. It is.
You're more sensitive. You're more aware of everything around you.
Yeah, and that's a big thing that I was going to lead into was like the other just the other night, like we were just standing in the kitchen making some ramen noodles and stuff, getting ready for like a midnight snack to go to bed and shit. And holy fuck, man, like I've seen some apparitions which I've talked about on our show before, but this one was different. Like, yeah, we cleanse our house a lot because we do a lot of stuff of that nature of going out and doing cleansings for other people, and we can bring shit home. And we've always known our house was haunted. Like, we've always known that.
Also, we talk about a lot of stuff, and we believe in if you speak it into the world, it comes back at you. Mm-hmm. So, with a lot of shit that we talk about and all that kind of stuff, we're aware that things can be brought into the house just by talking about them.
Mm-hmm. But it was so weird because I just happened to look over at our back door, just fucking looking, just waiting for our food to be done so we can go back and finish our show Yellow Jackets, which is, by the way, a fucking great show. If you guys haven't checked it out, get some Showtime and check that one out. We're not getting paid for that one, but it's just good.
And at the season finale, we might talk about the show.
Yeah. But for now, no. But no, we were just sitting there cooking, and I just looked over, and I swear to God, I am up and down adamant about this. I watched a thin black shadow about good 5'5", 6". I mean, you could see the length of this thing just quickly glance going past the door, like in front of the curtain, because we have the French doors that are glass, so we have the curtains down, and it was on the inside of the house, and I could watch it just go walking right by the fucking door, and I looked at you like, holy shit, like did you not see that? Of course you didn't.
No, I was facing the opposite direction.
Yeah, but I'm trying to explain it to you and all, and it was just one of those like, holy fuck, seeing that little bit of an apparition just reminded me that we do have stuff still here that, like, I didn't feel like it was a danger or a threat or anything, but it was just one of those like, holy fuck, still seeing shit in this house. But even still, like, of course, being in our room, we've talked about that before of how we had Cowboy in there. It just feels off to me being in the room anymore. Like,
Really?
I don't know why, but I don't know. It's just one of those, like, I don't feel comfortable always being in there.
Yeah,
And I used to never
Okay.
fucking worry about that shit, but
yeah.
like I said, it's just ever since my accident, I just feel different, feel off, and it's weird. Like, being around my friends and stuff now, just talking with them, it's different to where I can't just, I don't get to be as normal as I used to, like where I fuck with people and all that kind of stuff, to where now I'm more cautious of what I want to say and all that kind of shit. And I never used to be that person. I used to be one of those, like, if I hurt your feelings, well, at least it was me being me and being forward with you and honest and all that kind of shit. Now I'm more of, I don't know, I don't want to lose friends and all that kind of crap, but
Well, there's a difference between being forward and honest and just being an asshole.
yeah.
And you don't have to be an asshole.
Well, I don't. But yeah, no, I mean, things have been strange, is where I should put it. Of seeing the apparition, feeling different when I'm in a certain room of the house, or even just going down the road. Like, things are a little bit off. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, whatever it is just one of those, like, holy shit. Like, I don't feel like I belong. I feel like there's something different, something
Well, that's very,
off.
very dangerous feeling there, babe.
Right. And I know some people are like, well, please get some psychiatric help. It's not really that. It's not that kind of a feeling. I just feel out of place, like, compared to where I used to be. So I think where this all stemmed from was when I did a spell a few months before this accident I had.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe it was because I wasn't upholding my end of the bargain that this accident occurred.
Yeah.
And
And
that it was
she's kind of-
retaliation of me
Yeah.
not doing what I was supposed to.
Yep, I can totally see where you're coming from on that one, yeah.
I mean, honestly, that's where I'm now, like, more cautious about doing that kind of stuff, and trying to be very more educated on what I'm doing instead of just doing it, because now I realize that it can be very, very dangerous, a lot more than what I would even what I was preaching. And this is where I'm giving the more warning to people that are wanting to get into this stuff. Be very fucking cautious. Don't just dive right into it. Like, take your time, do educations, and get educated for it.
Especially with working with dark deities like that. And when I say dark, I don't mean evil. Dark just means more, light deities are gentle wind type things. You know, like they might give a push here, help you out a little bit there, but they wouldn't do anything hard for you. You know, like, you're like, I want some finances, you know, that kind of stuff. They might bless your business or something, or help you get, like, a bonus at your job. But if you say, I want help with my finances with a dark deity, they're going to be more forward with it. Like, I want help with my finances. All right, your grandma just died. Here's your inheritance. Finances helped.
Yeah.
That's deity work. They're going to go with the easiest route. And sometimes that's going to be a dark route for you.
So that's kind of where I feel that the shift changed and all that kind of stuff, is when I did that, and then this accident happened. I believe it was because I wasn't upholding my end of the bargain, and that's where I know I fucked up.
Yeah, you want to help with your finances, but you weren't upholding, so she hurt your finances.
Yeah. But that's where I'm going to give that caution out of just be very fucking cautious. Be careful who you're dealing with and what you're wanting. And if you're going to do it, uphold your fucking end of the bargain, because consequences are fucking rough. You never know how it's going to come, but when it comes, holy shit. But on the spiritual aspect of, like, seeing the apparition and shit, or not really an apparition, but seeing that fucking shadow, really was like, holy shit. Like, do I want to cleanse the house again? Which we cleanse the house quite often. It's not like we just let shit
And you
go.
walk into our house and you're going to see a little tray
Yeah.
Sage.
Yeah.
In my kitchen.
But and it's not just sage that we do. We do other stuff and all. But it was just one of those like it was like, holy shit, like. Don't know if it was something new, if it was something that has been here and all, but yeah, it was definitely different. And normally I don't get freaked out by that shit, but that one caught me off guard. Like I wasn't, and I know what people were saying. Well, it's not like you see him all the time. No, I don't. But it's still one that I used. Even when I saw him, I never.
And that's
got,
why it cuts you off guard because you don't see him all the time.
Right, but that's my thing though. Is like even when I used to see him, it wouldn't really freak me the fuck out. Now that one just. Kind of like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah, it weirded me out that it weirded you out.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, so? We see apparitions all the time. I mean, we don't see them all the time. It's just, like you said, like, that's kind of normal for us. You know, like, we know they exist, so it's not that crazy to see one.
Right.
But it really did panic you a little bit.
It caught me off guard to where I was just like, am I seeing shit or was that real?
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean, yeah.
But... Nah, I mean, I'm not going to fucking bust out a Ouija board or anything to fucking figure out what that is. And quite honestly, I don't suggest anybody fucking doing that because it's not the board itself that's doing it, okay? That's the thing. It's not the board. It's your energy you're putting into it to get a response, and the response you will get is not one that you want.
Yeah.
So that's why I say don't ever fucking play with them. It's even if you think it's fake, it's not. Okay, it's not about if the board works or not. It's about what you're willing to allow to come around you when you do it.
The skeptical people are just like the worst because.
Hey, my brother was skeptical too when he was younger, and now he's like, "Holy fuck! I should have never done that when I was a kid."
And there could always be that weird thing where it doesn't affect you at all, even though you're the one that did it, right? But the next person that's in that room, the next person that touches that board, the next person that is around you even. Like, it might not even affect you at all, but it's attached to you.
Mm-hmm.
And the next energy-sensitive person that you walk across, it could attack them.
Yeah.
And hurt them and all that. And that's because of what you did. So, don't fuck with Ouija boards, man.
Yep.
Even if nothing happens to you, even if you don't see anything, you're going to hurt somebody. If it's not you, it's going to be someone you walk by. It's going to be your loved one. Something's going to happen.
I'm still waiting for my day of spectrophilia. I mean, I'm still waiting for that day to. Although I'm kind of
spectrophilia.
I'm still kind of worried about that because it's like, yeah, I want like this sexy ass ghost woman to come get me, but then it's just like some.
You've had spectrophilia, dude. When that thing held you down in the bed, and then you popped up and smacked against the refrigerator.
No, because spectrophilia means I was getting sexually assaulted. And
No.
I'm just like,
I know that's what you mean. I know that's what you mean when you say spectrophilia, but I'm being technical.
You're talking about like an incubus or succubus and shit like that.
Yeah, that's spectrophilia. No, okay. Philia means the love of, and spectra means like a ghost.
Yeah.
So you love ghosts. That's what spectrophilia is.
True, but the way that people put it out there nowadays is just one of those stuff like, yeah.
I know.
But I mean, I'm just more worried about like if it actually fucking happened, it's going to be one of those instead of being like this hot ghost that's like just giving me a ride of my life. It's a fucking hot guy ghost that's pegging the fuck out of me. And I'm just gonna,
it's not even going to be a hot guy.
It's probably going to be that fucking guy in Centipede 2 that's watching all that just like sweating profusely, just like it's like, oh god, oh no. I feel like that's how it's going to happen for me, and I'm just like, you know what, maybe I don't want spectrophilia.
Like, because you're going to ask her that, and then it's like, all right,
I'm just going to sit there and have this weird taste in my mouth and just like, oh god.
Ectoplasm.
Oh god.
Splooged all over you.
Yeah. Oh Jesus.
Your face.
No, man.
You thought about it too hard.
I did. Now I'm just like, yep, never mind. I'm gonna have to go get myself.
Roll that back in before the Morgan hears you say that shit. She goes, "Oh, okay, all right."
I'm gonna have to go take me an Epsom salt bath to fucking cleanse myself.
Can you wash your brain out with that too, please?
Yeah. Oh my god. All right. So that was spectrophilia. But yeah, no. Honestly, guys, if you had some incidences of that nature of where you had damn near
Spectrophilia.
Spectrophilia.
You've had an incident with that. Let us know. I'm sorry, I can't get off of it.
By all means, let me know. I'd love to hear those tales. But no, I was talking about more of like if you guys have had some near death experiences, or if you have died and come back to life. By all means, share us your story. You can send it to us at thecallingcouplepod at pod.com. At thecallingcouplepod pod@gmail.com, and send us the story.
I wish we had our own website. That'd be awesome.
Send us the story of your experiences of that. We'll keep you completely anonymous if you want us to put you on our episode, but other than that, we'd love to hear it just for the sake of reading something new and exciting. If you have any stories or anything like that that you're dealing with the paranormal, we'd love to hear about it.
Oh yeah, and if what we're talking about today, if you have an experience where of course you have a near-death experience and you think you've changed, like you were different, not by choice, not by like choices you're going to make from now on, but you changed after that accident.
Well, not even just you, but if somebody that you know.
Yeah, people around you changed. Yeah. Let us know. Because we've got some alternate reality theories going on right now that we might talk about pretty soon, but I want to talk about it, think about it more, before I discuss it here.
Yeah, or like if you feel like your sibling or the person you know has become a skinwalker, or some shit like that. Like, let us fucking know. Like, I would love to get into
Gage,
shit
if
like
you're
that.
A fucking skinwalker, you better tell me right now. You're the one that died on that accident. Oh my god, did you turn Gage into a deer and you're the fucking skinwalking deer that hit him?
I cannot deny or
nice
allow.
Try, you're Gage.
But yeah, no, I'd love to hear some of those stories of like what you guys have of that. And yet again, if you want us to put it on here, we will. If not, love to hear it because shit, I love to be creeped out. And I don't really care for creepypasta. I mean, there's some that are out there, but usually it's all about like Sasquatch porn and shit like that.
I mean, Applehead, man.
But no, I mean, that's where I want to hear real accounts, real things from you guys. Like, it doesn't have to be on those subjects, but if it's something supernatural, paranormal, or anything like that, even if it's alien, fucking let us know. I'd love to hear your stories. We don't care to judge. We're not going to judge you on it like that. If that's something that happened to you, then hey, that happened to you. We're not going to sit here and call you crazy or deny that it ever happened.
Yeah, because we're crazy.
Yeah, I mean, fucking people look at us like we're absolutely insane, but, that's their opinion because we are. So, other than that, like, we got more episodes coming up. We got some new stuff of new topics that we're going to be coming out with, but honestly, if you guys have something that you would like for us to talk about, let us know. We will dive into it. We will go on a fucking tangent, rant, and all this and that, and hopefully make you guys laugh along the way, because you know what?
Yeah, we won't judge you either, man. Like, come at us.
No,
like,
I'm gonna fucking judge you. I'm gonna judge you.
Well, he might judge you, but I wouldn't.
I'm gonna judge what you're wearing, and hopefully that you take them off. I don't care what you are or any of that. I'm just gonna be like, get naked.
Take that skin off.
Get comfortable.
Yeah, take that skin off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, you got like a subject you want us to ramble on about? Let us know. I don't even care what it is. Honestly. Y'all have heard me talk about shit. I don't care no more. Especially after we talked about Terrifier. I was like, I don't give a shit no more. You want to hear me talk about something, let me know, and I'll talk about it with you on the podcast.
But, no, I mean, I know people are just like, well, why don't you guys come up with your own stuff? We do. But we're just trying to give you more...
Doing? Every single one of these podcasts have been our idea.
Yeah. But we're trying to just get you guys to feel more involved. And we'll take every single suggestion or topic you guys throw at us and see what we can do on it. As long as it's not political or religious, because we don't want to sit here and try to get on the verge of a divorce because we try to appease you guys of our fucking standings on
I'll mention it. I'll be like, user so-and-so wanted to talk about this.
Well, go fuck
yourself, buddy.
I'm actually looking forward to more of this supernatural stuff around the house. We'll see where it goes.
Looking forward to it?
Yeah, I want to see where it goes. I want to see what's going on with it, what's pertaining. But I want to see how it ends, I want to see where this all leads up to and where it's going to continue on from there. But, we'll just have to see. We'll have to see. I mean, I'm not going to fucking go around being like ghost hunters or those ghost shows that you see that are fucking antagonizing and
Demons.
calling it out and all that. Like, good God. Like, yes.
Demons.
You want to get a response out of anything? Sure. Fucking start calling it names and yelling at it. Because,
Don't do it.
I mean, yeah, I get it. Every time that I want to liven you up, Sage, I'm gonna just start fucking yelling at you, and I'm gonna get a response out of it.
Yeah, it just won't be the one you want.
Yeah. So it's like, why would I want to do that? Now, if I really want to get a good response, I'll helicopter dick you. But
that would get a good response out of me and be like,
do it with the ghost, just like, come here, ghost.
The ghost is like, what the fuck? Okay.
And then you just hear.
What is the ghost helicopter dicking to?
Yeah,
You're doing it together. Yeah.
It came through an EVP. But that also reminds me, if you guys have some EVPs or videos that you guys have captured of paranormal, fucking send them to us. We will do a reaction to them. We will fucking sit here and
I forgot we wanted to start doing reaction.
yeah,
videos.
we'll sit here and react to it and give you our thoughts on what happened, or if we think it's real or a hoax or any of that kind of shit. I mean, that's up for us to decide, but it's up for you guys to send them in to us so we can start doing that kind of shit. Because I want to see some creepy ass stuff, but I want to see some stuff that look convincing as fuck. I don't want to see some of those that are just like fake as shit. And if you try to send us those ones that are just fucking...
If you send me a jump scare,
yeah,
I'm gonna beat you up because I hate them.
If you send me a jump scare, I'm gonna fucking do a spell to make sure that you get pegged every day of your fucking life until you send us an apology. Other than that, let's end this one here. Let's go around the house, see if we can't capture something. Let's bust out the cameras and see what the hell that fucking shadow was and go from there. But it's also Memorial Day weekend, so guys, if you're out there, just by the time this comes out, it'll be over. But if you guys are out there enjoying your Memorial Day weekend, and hopefully it was a good one for you. Other than that, stay safe. If you're out there living life, don't cause any harm. Don't call any fucking supernatural deities to you that you aren't ready for the consequences.
Yeah,
and if you do, research, man. Fucking make sure that you uphold your end of the bargain, because you never know. And if you feel different, if you don't feel the same, don't call me. Call somebody that has experiences with mental health and stuff like that, because that's not me, because I'm going through my own shit.
Yeah, get help, man.
Yeah. But don't cause harm to anybody else. So fuck it up, Buttercup, because you only get one.
Caw.